And here that happens now. At the time when PATMORE win as an independent, remember all labor right, and the JLP put one labor right down there and then bust them ass. Eventually, PATMORE declares through and becomes PMP as a PMP councillor. But when he won as an independent and beat the labor right them ass. Level of corruption, far cry, not even 200,000. And this is the demonstration, Dre. That's why I said today, the drill is with 250,000. No matter what they want to talk, and no matter what they want to say, me work with one, they on paper. Dr. does have an invoice, Dr. does have a receipt, and all I hear from them is just chatting, say them have a more modern one. But it's 250,000 me I work with for it me see, and the labor right there wicked. Then buy the drill for 250,000 and they make 31 million on it.
And it's the same thing they wanted to do with this water project. So it is the mantra of the Jamaica Labour Party, the rampant corruption. PATMORE make the water available to South Trelawny for 160,000, and the Jamaica Labour Party government tell the man say it go cost $40 million to bring such a project down there. So it is the mantra award. So now we see it play out with the drill. We should have cost 250,000, then buy it for $30 million. It's the mantra.
And not only that, Dre, what they're trying to do and try to twist up people's head and I talk about the drill balled up in a parts. You know, when you buy a bicycle and you get the tube and you get the this and that, I saw them want to say, drill component don't work like that. Because drill are not something where you feel assemble, especially such a sensitive drill where deal with medical wise, it come in all. The only separation of the part of the drill is the computer that attached to it that can be a guiding precision. So you can look in at the monitor and see where you do in terms of the operation. But to all the labor them want to put it, like the drill pull up. And I work with Dr. Daz and I know $3 million for the drill. If I have a $3 million, run out with the receipt. Why you don't have armed security guard at children's hospital and guard the drill night and day if at that feet? Push it out.
Exactly. And speaking of Paul PATMORE, I saw a little youngster come out and him talk about what PATMORE has done for the constituency recently. And I think there's a clip, let me see if I can find the clip. I hope it not gone. Listen this.
Alright, so we just received another donation, tilapia fingerlings, courtesy of Paul PATMORE, and also one Dan, Fabian Davis, aka Pabo Dan, my general dad. So we just get them delivered and we are so grateful. So this is actually the second donation. Let the good times blow. All I wanna do is live. Sir PATMORE, one general, and you don't know Pabo Dan. Mr. Davis, so grateful for what you do, sir. From day one we start out the project, you actually believe in it, and you never yet say no. So the PMP National Party actually donate to a farm because them see and them actually believe in a youth. This time them actually go above and beyond those. So I'm grateful to above and beyond because actually 2,000 fish and one Pabo Dan me get 2,500. Big up yourself, Pabo Dan. From ever since we start the project, the People's National Party, them believe in our way and them never yet say no. Again, this is what the People's National Party is doing for young people. Big up yourself again, Pabo Dan. Big up yourself, Paul PATMORE. Continue to go and do good work, and we know say success are going to follow. Because you believe in our way, and we definitely now going to let you know down. Peace, respect, out.
Yeah. You hear that, Jamaica? Hey, Shalon. I don't have his act, but if you go on Paul PATMORE page, Paul PATMORE have it up as his story right now. So if you know, well on the award, if you know go on him Paul PATMORE page, you will see the video up there. I don't have the young man, but he was giving thanks to Paul PATMORE and Councillor Fabian Davis for what they have done to his fishing farm. May I tell you, Boy, may I tell you, this is really touching, and I hope young people can see what Paul Patmore is doing for them in South Trelawney. Yes, Howard?
This is not strange, Dre. This is the mantra of the People's National Party. Our policy is not to give out handouts. I am a product of that, Dre. When I went into the constituency office in 1993, Omar Davis, 30 years ago, and he asked everybody what they want. Who want to go back to school, who want help in terms of that. We gave out no money. I said I need a job and I want to go back to school because I can't take on the school full time. Because after leaving St. George's College, you know that it was a struggle to teach the same Omar Azande and the rest of them, and me do them homework for them. For them to have no interest in a CXC, because for them thing done 9.5 already. For them did I look at, and I sent myself to school, and when I leave school, I went to South St. Andrew, that is the Prime Minister in waiting constituency, that is where I was born and grew. The constituency wide, it go all the way to Maxfield Avenue, and that is where I was born. And from the day Omar Davis sent me to Kingston Public Hospital, I've never looked back. I spent 30 years in the public sector, and when I went in with nothing. I may have houses, we never have a talk. But this is how the PMP do things. We teach you to fish. So this is not new. This is what Michael Manley talk about, self-reliance. So I'm saying to the entire Jamaica, look at what Paul Patmore is doing and emulate him, all the aspirant MP. And I saw it for go. When you vote for MP, if you live in an era like what Azan lived down at Clarendon, like what Patmore lived down at South Trelawney, and you have to pass and drive on the bad road and swim and go in the water, you're going to get better results. And this is the mantra of the People's National Party. And based on what Patmore has said, him say we not have no sun and we not have no beach, but we have resources which is unique, which is the cockpit where the liberate them want mine out, and Curry and the rest of them turn up and say none of that. And all of those are ecotourism. For you have a lot of Europeans, Dre, they like the ecotourism, they want to lock up no all-inclusive, they are not Iowa like a prison. They like to go there and intermingle with the people there. And Patmore, the work that he's doing is marvelous. Let's talk about the work, the housing for the indigent. And when they say indigent, he doesn't mean political activists. He means the most vulnerable in his constituency. And he built a house for them. Whether the structure were made out of concrete or board, they never have none before. That is one more than what they never have. And Paul Patmore is going to be the cornerstone and the definite nail to put the labor right out of their misery. Because when you are losing, Dre, if you are only losing what you did get before, it bad and not so bad. But when you are losing what you already have, the longer this government take to call the election, the worse it get. I yield for now, and I love other brothers and sisters to make their contribution and come in. But Paul Patmore is an example as what a member of parliament should be. And the funniest thing of it, every health directly bear the people, them should not take none of them and send God Patmore. If you forget one of the constituency development 70,000, 100,000 check, and the body has to a Patmore would have never get it. At one at the time, I think the people say, but Mr. Patmore, I him get the body from the hospital. Barry will say, take it back from him. Me will pay a fee. That will make Patmore get the funeral. And guess what? Through the generosity of Paul Patmore, you have funeral arrangement payment plan where them can't find the 400,000, but they pay it in statement and installment, and that is what he did. Whole heap of people can tell you that, so they have that money for bury them people, and them a pay Patmore interest free a payment plan. So he's not only doing it for himself, But as a businessman who believes in the people,